So what I've noticed between our old fixed arm skid steer compared to the newer Teleskid is basically the old skid steer you'd have to be right up against the truck and you couldn't see once you tilted your bucket down. So really you were really only loading one side of the truck, and then so if you really wanted a full load you'd have to go around to the other side or move the truck. The Teleskid you can get a full load in the truck from one side. My name is Sean Milliron. I work for Graham Excavation, Polson, Montana. I'm the foreman of the crew. We do a lot of residential work on the lake, lake cabins, lake houses, sewer, septic, water. Now I can get out of the machine without it being in the rested position. Just last week we were installing a French drain along the front of a rock wall. So once we got everything dug out, we laid our drain tile, and then basically a lot of it we had to hand shovel back in. So you bring material in and you were able to jump out and help the guys shovel, where other track machines with the enclosed door on the front, you can't do that unless it's all the way down in resting position, whatever you call that. The visibility is great. You have a pretty much 360-degree view around you. You know, with the older fixed arm skid steers, you tend to be craning your neck around and you know, lifting and looking under, and with this machine you feel like you kind of sit up a little higher. You kind of can see all the way around you, which is safer, better. Actually, we just built a road just across the highway here. You know, I stripped all the sod with it. We cut down all the topsoil, and I think we cut it down to about, I'd say 1.5 feet before we laid out fabric and built it up with a base. So basically, pretty much did everything just with that machine on that job. I guess one of the things I found that could be very handy with the Teleskid is we actually had to cross a creek with a culvert. Once I got to the other side, I got stuck. I tried to push down, and there was no end to the mud, but I was able to get myself unstuck by pushing it down into the mud and then booming out, and slowly, without having to get another machine and the rest of the crew out there, kind of saved my bacon. With the Teleskid, it's kind of hard to compare to a fixed arm skid steer because it's a completely different machine. It does more where these other skid steers can't. As far as the motor and the power, it seems to be comparable to anything else that I've ran. If I had the choice, I probably wouldn't go back to a fixed arm skid steer after running the Teleskid. It's just, you get used to it. It's a little comforting knowing you have a little bit more reach.